Welcome to this session. In this video, we'll learn how to simplify complex logical expression using the switch function. Many developers start with nested if statement, but as logic grows, formulas become harder to read and debug and maintain. Today, we'll learn how switch helps streamline decision making logic and makes your DAX clearer, faster, and more readable. Let's first understand the problem with nested if statements. When logic becomes complex, nested if quickly become difficult to read and even harder to debug. Each condition depends on the previous ones, and a small mistake can break the entire calculation. This increases cognitive load, meaning it becomes mentally exhausting to understand and modify the logic later. Switch is a DAX function designed to simplify multiple conditional checks. Instead of writing multiple if statements, Switch allows you to evaluate one expression and return different results based on its value. In simple words, it replaces long nested ifs with a structured and readable format. This makes your DAX formula easier to understand, debug, and maintain. Let's understand how switch works internally. Switch has three main components: the anchor expression, the value being evaluated, the library of conditions, the possible values to match, the output, the result written when a match is found. You can think of a switch as a decision tree where Power BI checks each condition and returns the matching result. Now let's look at the syntax of switch. Switch, this is syntax. Power BI evaluates the expression once and compares it with each value. If a match is found, it returns the corresponding result. The final argument is optional but highly recommended. It acts as a default value when no match is found. Here you can see a comparison between nested if logic and the switch function. Although both produce the same result, switch is far more readable and easier to maintain. With nested ifs, logic is hidden inside brackets. With switch, logic is logic is clearly structured and self-explanatory. This makes switch ideal for enterprise level reports where multiple people work on the same model. One major advantage of switch is efficiency. If nested ifs, Power BI values each condition one by one. Even if a match is found early, with switch, the expression is evaluated once and Power BI simply matches it against the values. This improves performance and reduces unnecessary calculations, especially in large data sets. Switch work best when your logic depends on a fixed list of values. Example, like a status codes, time periods, business groupings, categories or groupings. Finally, let's talk about maintenance. With nested if, adding a new condition often means rewriting the entire formula. With switch, you simply add a new condition line, clean and safe. This makes switch highly scalable and ideal for real world Power BI projects where logic evolves over. Now we'll see how we can use the switch here. Okay, so we have already taken this, we have already added this into the competitor price, right? So we'll just create a small table here for understanding. Okay, where we'll mention the, say, from the product master itself, the name. Then we'll add the cost price and the competitor price. Okay. So basically we have this data. Okay. So, alright. Okay, and the competitor price as well. Okay, so now once we have this data here, okay, so what we can do is, so what we will do is, we will have like our user wants to know what is the price if there's these products suppose for example there's like no competitor price present for chain. Okay, so in this case he wants a table or a separate column where all of these values are kind of visible, whether they are present or not present to the competitor price. If it's present into the competitor price, it should have the same value into a new column. If it's not present, then it should have the value of the cost price. Okay, so for that we will create one new measure into this product master, saying new price is equal to, then we'll use a switch statement true. Okay, true, comma, sum of competitor price, product master competitor price. If it's greater than 0, what we are saying is then use sum of competitor product master competitor price only. Okay, if not, just a if else statement kind of a thing, but we are just not mentioning those words, just that if, otherwise use cost price. Okay, then we'll press enter here. Okay, so now we have this data and we'll try to analyze as well. Okay, see here, because the competitor price was 0, it was not having any value, it has given us the cost price here. Similarly way, at competitor, wherever the competitor prices were present, it is giving us the data as it is, instead of whether the computer price is 0, it's taking a cost price directly and it's giving us the data. So what it does is, basically if this one particular statement is correct, the first statement is correct, it won't go to the second statement, it will just like stop that particular loop here only. If not, it will go to the second statement, it is going to give us the result as it is. So it's basically typically a normal if else statement. Okay, so hope you guys have understood this video. Thanks for watching.